Hey there, Tanker, Seattle Forge here, and I got a Tier 7 match on Live Oaks, and I'm playing with my buddy Walt, who's in the T-71 Da, which is almost Russian, and I am in the Tier 7 Soviet LTG. Now, I bought this when they did the light tank shuffle and moved all the Tier 8s to Tier 9 and had to pop some new tanks in the line, and I thought this thing looked interesting, and I thought I'd pick it up. Also, always looking for Tier 7 tanks. There aren't that many I like to play. It's always good to be able to play Tier 7. So I picked up this thing, and I haven't really played it a whole lot. Once in a while. But lately, I just got up to the T-100 LT, the Tier 10 Soviet light tank, which I like and I'm terrible at. But it does mean I'm not grinding towards it anymore. And so I can give my T-54 lightweight a break. So I'm playing this thing. And I have a less than one skill crew, except for the commander. I do have 6 cents on this vehicle. So nothing spectacular. And look at it. It's weird. It's drive wheels and a turret. It's Flatty's pancake. And the turret is kind of bouncy, and it has this lovely 85mm gun. It's not that lovely, actually. Look at me bouncing off of the top, or off of the front of a little German medium tank, Tier 6 medium tank. Bouncy, bouncy. So we'll change that. I'll load some skill. But I am nicely sitting here in the tall grass, not getting spotted a lot. Artillery did just try to pop me there and missed, which I enjoyed very much. And this VK wants to be shot in the tracks. So 85mm gun. Weird handling. Oh, look, I totally dropped back before I took the shot. No wonder it didn't hit. Meathead. There we go. Landed him again. Now, if you're going to be on this map, and you're going to go the rail line, you better be from the south, because the south actually has a lot more positions with which to hide behind and then fire into the big open space. So you get up there, you get up there as far as you can while you're still in these ridges, and you hold them back in the open space, and then make work of them. And artillery near miss there, stunning my crew. This setter. I have no desire to go up the British light tank. I love light tanks. The British light tanks look terrible. And all they lead to is a really, really terrible Tier 10 British light tank. You know, at least when I was going up the Frenchies, and they're actually pretty good. But at the time I didn't think that. They're slow, and their gun handling is weird, and the autoloader doesn't make up for it. Which is kind of true. A little bit. But at least they led to a bat chat. You know, what does that setter lead up to? Manticore. An impossible to play teeny tiny light tank with really terrible DPM, not enough shells to last the battle, and you only have 2 crew members, so they each have to have 8 skills apiece. And a new tank line for which you couldn't have been grinding anyone. And it's not like they came out and said, here, have these 2 really, really easy to train light tank. Another artillery near miss. I've taken damage from artillery, but they're persistent. They are persistent. I also noticed, okay, so Walt's buggering off because he's really low on hit points, and I got those 2 support, and Walt's dead, killed by the setter. And I have those 2 supporting medium tanks, but they're so far behind me. I don't know what good they could actually do. Yeah, P-43 Bis and a Fury. And I have a Fury, and I haven't played it almost since I got it, because it's terrible. And I didn't know much about premium tanks at the time when I got it. And I was like, oh, it's almost as good as an Easy 8. And I didn't realize how shitty an Easy 8 is. So, it sits in my garage unplayed. One day maybe I should take it out. I doubt it. There's enough gold. Now this T-71 is firing HE, which I also don't understand, so I really felt like I could go up and take the pop. No problem, because this thing is made out of drive wheels. So what's he going to shoot? Drive wheels. So I'm not going to take a whole lot of damage. And he's going to be dead. He's the Panzer IV. He's getting shot up, so he wants to come around here, around the corner and get me, but, you know, his gun is only available at the front. He doesn't have a turret. There's no turret. Oh, no, Crusader really knocks the piss out of me this time. Okay, so we know that we chased him out of this area for sure. You know, there's nobody lagging behind here. They have all buggered off. And we do have a lot of momentum. I have 4 kills. That's a good game for me right there. For me it is. Alright, so let's get a shot on the Crusader, and it drops underneath. That could have made a difference. You'll note, if you note, the name of this video is the Great XP Robbery, because I do believe this easily could have been an ace tanker game. Could be wrong. I don't want to be proven wrong. I just want you to agree with me and go, man, you get robbed, mate. Alright, we put away their GW, which is nice. So there's a setter and E25. E25 is a nice player. Good player. Crusader SP on the run backwards like a cockroach or a crayfish or something. Alright, it's down to an E25 and a setter. So I'm going to try and get as much vision on the map as I can. And hopefully if either one of these guys squirts out somewhere, we'll get a spot on him and can run him down. How fast? I never even noticed how fast this thing is. It doesn't feel very fast, but it's not slow. Just, you know, as light tanks go. It feels a bit more of a medium, but obviously half of its hull has been cut away. There's the setter. And the gun behaves, and we get a shot off. Bit of a low roll, but I'll take it. And the setter does pop me one, but he's got a small gun. And that small gun has low DPM. He did shoot me again. Ah! Get one into him. And as I'm chasing him, I'm knocking him about because I'm much heavier, much more well-armored, so I'm getting some ram damage as we bump along. I'm able to put him away. And I wasn't shot by the E25. And I wonder what the heck is going on there. Because you would think that as the setter is spotting, E25 buddy would be on Overwatch, kind of taking care of whoever went after him. Now, my boys run back to their cap to cap it out. And I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. We had one tank left to kill. We've got 8 minutes on the clock. 8 minutes. That's more than half of a game to go and find an E25 with our 5 remaining tanks. But the Fury, he's... I don't know how much of a help he's been. I really should look at the post-game stats and see what he did. It didn't feel like he did a whole lot. But I did end up with, you know, a good amount of assistance damage. So he did something. Somebody did something. Our boys continue to cap. And I've really lost track of them at this point because I see the E25 on his side with his gun unable to come at me. So of course I put one in. The Fury puts one in, and we're gonna smash this guy in the belly. And no 7 kills. No more XP. No more 243 or so damage to round this game out. Nope. No more XP. 7,744 win 8, pretty good. 2,217 damage, pretty good. 1,300 assistance, pretty good, but it's only a first class badge, along with Pescucci's and a high caliber and a top gun. And I'm glad to get the top gun. I don't get many of those. Get a fair number of high calibers. Do not get good kill counts, so that is a treat. 1,150 experience. That seems pretty good. That seems like you're getting into ace territory, and perhaps 243 hit points could have made a difference with a little less damage and more assistance from the Fury. Perhaps. You know, I'm on that border. I'm telling myself I'm on the border to an ace, right? And I even managed to make some credit scratching here, and so I didn't miss too many shots. You know, considering some of them are a bit wild. 21 shots, 17 hits, 14 penetrations. I'm pretty happy with the damage. A good chunk of that, 1,200 of that, was done over 300 meters. So the gun's not terribly inaccurate, right? It's not too bad. Able to travel a fair amount of distance. It did end up being a really good XP game, and I got 28 bonds for reasons. Not entirely sure why, but you know, I'll take that in a tier 7 match. But this should have been an ace.